Confucius quotes. Confucius was a Chinese philosopher who lived 500 years before the Christian era. Those scholars question whether Confucius himself actually said everything attributed to him. He gave us many wise, pithy sayings that are still of great value even all these years later. Here are some of our favorites. One, you cannot open a book without learning something. 2, I slept and dreamt life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. 3, success depends on previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. 4, everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. 5, if you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? 6, the perfecting of one's self is the fundamental base of all progress and all moral development. 7, to love a thing means wanting it to live. 8, real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. 9, true goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. 10, humility is the solid foundation of all the virtues. 11, wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. 12, the superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. 13, fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. 14, those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. 15, the parent's age must be remembered, both for joy and anxiety. 16, be not ashamed of mistakes and thus make them crimes. 17, learn as if you were not reaching your goal and as though you were scared of missing it. 18, he who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. 19, the more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. 20, words are the voice of the heart. 21, If one learns from others but does not think, one will be bewildered. If, on the other hand, one thinks but does not learn from others, one will be in peril. 22. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. 23. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. 24. I have not seen a person who loved virtue, or one who hated what was not virtuous. He who loved virtue would esteem nothing above it. 25. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. 26. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. 27. When it is obvious that goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. 28. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. 29. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. 30. Of course, you want to be rich and famous. It's natural. Wealth and fame are what every man desires. The question is, what are you willing to trade for it? 31. One joy dispels 100 cares. 32. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. 33. To lead uninstructed people to war is to throw them away. 34. Base yourself in loyalty and trust. Don't be a companion with those who are not your moral equal. When you make a mistake, don't hesitate to correct it. 35. He who will not economize will have to agonize. 36. What you do not want done to yourself, do not to others. 37. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. 38. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. 39. The object of the superior man is truth. 40. When anger arises, think of the consequences. 41. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. 42. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. 43. Ask yourself constantly, what is the right thing to do? 44. Let the states of equilibrium and harmony exist in perfection, and happy order will prevail throughout heaven and earth, and all things will be nourished and flourish. 45. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. 46. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. 47. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. 48. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading, or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. 49. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. 50. If we don't know life, how can we know death? 51. The way you cut your meat reflects the way you live. 52. They must often change who would remain constant in happiness and wisdom. 53. Ah, music, sacred tongue of God, I hear thee calling, and I come. 54. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. 55. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. 56. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. 57. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. 58. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. 59. If the gentleman is not serious, he will not be respected, and his learning will not be on a firm foundation. He considers loyalty and faithfulness to be fundamental, has no friends who are not like him, and when he has made mistakes, he is not afraid of correcting them. 60. Have no friends not equal to yourself. 61. Death and life have their determined appointments. Riches and honor depend on heaven. 62. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. 63. Go before the people with your example. 64. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. 65. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. May we be as wise in living by these sayings as Confucius was in uttering them.